Hello everyone, my name is Arvind and today's topic is getting started with Azure Networking. We will be doing a basic lab of Azure Networking. We will be creating a virtual network within a region and will create a subnet within this VNet. We will spin up a public instance so that it will be accessible from the internet, and we will add a network security group to filter the traffic based on IP address and port number. Let's get into the console of Microsoft Azure and start implementing it. We have logged into the Microsoft Azure console. First thing, we will create a virtual network. So click on that, click create virtual network. We have to create a resource group so that all the resources will be part of this resource group. Click create new, give a name, let's say RG. Okay, give a name to your VNet, let's say VNet. Leave the region as East US. Move to the next section. We have to enter the address space for the VNet. This is the default value. We can delete or we can modify, but for this demo, let it be like this. The next thing is subnet. It has already created a default one. We will just rename it as a public. We are not using NAT gateway and the service endpoints. Click save. Go to the next section. The next section is security. We are not using any one of them at this moment, so we are leaving it disabled and going to the next section. We do not need tags, so we are going to the next section again. This is the last section of VNet creation. We will review and click create. The VCN is getting provisioned. It will be done in few minutes. Let's click on it and have a look. So this is the VNet and all the related options are here. We can also see the diagram of our VNet. This diagram will keep modifying when we add or remove any resource from this VNet. It will also help you while troubleshooting. The next resource is network security group, which will filter the traffic based on IP address and port numbers. Go to home, all services, networking, network security group. Click create network security group. Select the existing resource group, which is RG. Name of the network security group, NSG. Next, next, review and create. Network security group is being provisioned. Click on this. These are the default ingress and egress rules. We will modify it. We'll click on inbound security rules under settings. Add a rule. Source any. Source port asterisk means any. Destination any. Service custom. Destination port any. It means we are allowing all the source to all the destination for inbound traffic. Let it be allow. Give a name any. Click add. So the inbound security rule has been added. We'll do the same for outbound. Click add. Source any. Destination any. Allow any outbound. Description any outbound. Add. So the outbound rule has also been added. We have added inbound and outbound security rules. So if any packet comes in or goes out, it will follow the respective security rules based on the priority. Next, we will associate this network security group to the respective subnet. Click on the subnets, associate, select the virtual network, select the subnet. Okay, so the network security group has been associated with the respective subnet. So far, we have created resource group, VNet, subnet, and network security group. Now we will be spinning up an instance and will try to access that instance from the internet. Go to the all services, click virtual machines, click Add virtual machine. Select the existing resource group. Instance name Windows. Region East US. Availability options, availability set. Click create new availability set. Give a name. Leave the default options. Click OK. Select image, Windows 10 Pro. We do not need spot instance, so uncheck this one. Leave the default size and enter the username and password for the RDP session. The next one is public inbound ports. We can disable this one because we have already created an NSG and associated with the subnet. The next one is licensing, which I do not have, so I'm not selecting this option and moving to the next section. The next option is desk. We are leaving the default option and moving to the next section. The next section is networking, which is important for us. This is the VNet. This is the public subnet where the virtual machine is provisioning and the IP address will be picked from the subnet. We will be accessing this machine from the internet, so we need a public IP address. Click create new. Give a name, public IP. Leave the SKU as basic and I would like to assign static address. Click OK. We do not need network security group at NIC level because we have already assigned a 1 at subnet level. And we do not need accelerated networking and load balancing at this moment. Moving to the next section. The next section is management, boot diagnosis. We do not need at this moment, so let it be disabled and leaving all the remaining options unchecked. Disable Windows Update. Go to the next section. We do not need advanced option at this time, so we are moving to the next section. We do not want to tag. Moving to the last option, review and create. Validation has been passed. We will click create to launch the instance. The Windows instance is being provisioned. Let's wait for some time to get it provisioned. The Windows machine has been provisioned. Click on it. This is the public IP address of this machine and this is the private IP address. Let's ping this IP address and test the connectivity. It proves that the Windows machine is reachable from the internet. Now let's try RDP to this Windows machine. So I have two options. Either I can copy the public IP address and go to the RDP session, or I can click on connect, download the RDP file, click on it, connect, and the password. Okay, click yes, and it's done. So this is how we have performed the basic networking lab on Microsoft Azure. I hope the session has been informative. Thank you so much.